regretting a home, but I'll move on to getting PSG. The next round was obviously PSG, playing PSG in the brand. What was the thoughts, first of all, from like your role, your point of view, getting into that game?
Going on the PSG game, I remember the draw being made, and we were all sitting in the office, and I remember Barry Malloy was with us, and I think it was Killian Brennan, and we'd just been to the gym that morning. It was after one of the games, and we'd just been to the gym that morning doing a cool down session. All the boys were excited, and we came back to the office and we were watching the draw live on the internet, and the boys were saying who they wanted and all the rest. But when PSG came out, it was an occasion that everybody was straight away looking forward to. Such a big club. Everybody obviously wants to challenge themselves against the best clubs. The boys actually fancied their chances quite a lot. It just shows you the confidence that was on the squad, and the belief that the players have in their ability. That whenever the draw came out, everybody was looking forward to it. There was no negative thoughts. And again, from my point of view, working with a team, again, it's a chance to challenge yourself and see where you're at in your career. And at such a young age, to be going to the Parc des Princes and seeing how you get on, it was a great opportunity for me. But again, if it hadn't been for the bunch of players that we worked with all year, and again, it wasn't just 10 or 11 players, we had a squad of 18, 19, 20 players, and everybody last year was left out at some stage, and it didn't matter who was playing. Everybody wished each other the best, and the reaction amongst each other, whether we won or drawn a game, everybody wanted the best for each other, whether they were playing their position or not. And I think that was a big part of the success in the European trips. Is like Mark Farren didn't play a lot of games in Europe, but what a talented player. And to be fair, Mark's attitude, sometimes you can be a wee bit deflated, but Mark's attitude, and Stephen O'Flynn didn't play in all of the games either, so quite a few, Mark McChrystal. These guys, their professionalism and their attitude towards the guys that were playing was superb, and they wished everybody the best, and they knew that when they were coming on the parklet, they were going to be ready to go and play. And I just think that as a bunch of people and a bunch of players, they were an absolute credit to themselves in all the games in Europe last year, and also in the league and the cups domestically.
That's good. Moving on now to the final game, like the sort of, well, you didn't know that, but it was like the fairy tale was going to end. But tell me your own personal feelings about the stadium that night, the support that travelled over from Derry, just your memories of that night.
The Paris trip to me was something I love with me. Again, like the Gretna game and the Gothenburg game, I love with me all my life. There was family and friends that had travelled from Derry, and obviously just even getting to the hotel, which was on the centre of Paris, and walking through Paris and seeing so many Derry people that had made such an occasion, and to be such a famous city in Europe and in the world, and to be there to play such a big side. It was a magical time, and again we went on the game obviously drawn from the first leg, and there was a lot of confidence and belief that we could go there and get a result. But for me, the night before, we went out and we trained on the actual stadium, and obviously it was good for the guys to see what the pitch was like and what to get their surroundings. And the training session we done the night before was very good. Boys worked. The standard was very high, and there was a big buzz and excitement looking forward to the game the next day. And again, when the game came, we walked out. I remember coming from the bus and went down under the stand, and boys came out on the pitch, and already there was 5,000 or 6,000 people on the ground, and the noise from the Derry end was fantastic. That day also we were on around we went to walk in around Paris, and you were on the Eiffel Tower, and people were just wishing you all the best, and it was fantastic to see so many people travel and having a good time. Again, no matter where they went, they were a credit to themselves, and people genuinely just wishing you all the best. And not only were they good ambassadors for the club, but for the whole city, and for everybody associated with football in Ireland, they were an absolute credit to themselves. And the atmosphere that night, even when the goals went down, it was disappointing to lose the game. But I think that it was a hell of a journey, and everybody enjoyed it, and obviously it was going to end somewhere, and it ended there that night. But I think everybody associated with the club, from directors, the management staff, to the players, the supporters, after that night could walk away and hold their heads high, because during the course of the European trip, it was an absolute credit to everybody associated with Derry City Football Club.